Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can get us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also get us at 618-235-6959. And today I want to show you a cordless telephone with an answering machine on it and a speakerphone. And Jerry sent this in from North Carolina. Jerry's got a letter here, and it says, all phone functions normal for making outgoing calls. However, incoming calls produce a half through 2 rings and disconnect on the caller who hears a click and then goes busy signal. I have removed the AC and the batteries and everything, basically, is what he's saying. And sometimes it'll show the caller ID and even a missed call, but then it reverts to no incoming connection and just kind of like that. And then it goes on to say something like, as your video showed, you know, the AT&T being repaired and all that. Then he says, I love this phone and I would love to have it working again. I needed a phone, so I went for the new EP9559 as it looked almost the same design. It's not near the phone as the 5995. Bluetooth/cell phone capable. I could care less. Being a good phone is secondary for the set. All the convenient controls are for cell phone. Please advise if you think you can repair it, possibly, and then give an estimate or whatever. Good news, Jerry, this telephone is repaired. The bad news is it's going to cost you $1,000. No, I'm just kidding. Basically what happens here is AT&T and pretty much any other repair company would have just told you to throw it away. And that's basically because they don't know too much about repairing telephones. It's not that big of a deal. You got to get into them, troubleshoot them. Yes, there's a lot of telephones can't be repaired. There's no doubt about that. When you're dealing with some of the microprocessors, and if you don't have a processor, you don't have a whole board or something, then yes, a lot of it's not repairable. But this was not that big of a deal. Basically, I want to show you here real quick. It takes some troubleshooting. Just getting one of these apart can be a nightmare. You have to troubleshoot these out. And basically what it comes down to, I'm not going to get real elaborate on this because they don't give us much time in YouTube, but I know the circuits to these phones. So basically, if you got when I first got this phone, when you just plugged in the line cord to the analyzer or to a phone line, it just shorted the line. I know Jerry got something a little bit different, but this phone has been shipped. It's had all the voltage bled out of it, so with power not even applied, or it doesn't really matter sometimes, just plugging in the line cord shorted the telephone down. So you start troubleshooting it out, and I want to always check the bridge rectifier. Well, sure enough, I have a diode in here in replace of one of them that I found that's shorted. It's totally shorted. I'm going to go ahead and try to set this down, and I'll show you real quick. You may or may not hear that's my meter. Shorted that way, and of course, it's shorted that way. So basically what happens here is I'm in the middle of the troubleshooting process and repair. So normally I threw a diode in the bridge rectifier, and it brought the phone right out of its problem. So there's a lot of checks that I need to do to this still. I need to go through it and check it out thoroughly. But at this point I thought it might be a pretty cool video to show you because, see, most people would have pitched this telephone, and it comes down to a diode in the bridge rectifier. So, you know, that wouldn't be a cool throwaway. This phone's worth saving. It's a nice telephone, and it didn't take all that much to repair the telephone. And so what we're going to do now, since they don't give you too much time on YouTube, is I want to try to go ahead and I want to show you, I want to take my answering machine off. Although this answering machine will kick on if this phone rings enough, I want to show you something here. Now I'm going to give it a, see, he said it only lasts a half ring, 2 rings. Well, that's not going to happen anymore. It's just going to keep ringing. Now that that diode's repaired, then we're not going to have a problem with it. And I'm going to answer it. I'm going to go ahead and ring it again. I'm going to give it about 3 rings, 4 rings. Go 1 or 2 more. I just don't have enough time on YouTube. Okay, now I'm going to turn the answering machine on. I'll tell you, with these analyzers and even the analyzer in the back that you see in the video there, some telephones are very sensitive to certain types of line voltage. And although the analyzers are more precise than the line voltage, these phones can detect if there's not like another phone on the other end. And through the analyzer, it doesn't seem like there's a phone to some of these phones that's on the other end waiting to talk. So if your answering machine picks up and it does not sense the proper situation, it will hang up. So I'm going to call it with my cell phone. So I've got to put this phone over into the line, and I'm going to call it with my cell phone, and I'm going to leave a message on it. And there's going to be quite a few rings here because it's set for like 4 to 6 rings, I think. So we're just going to have to wait it out, and hopefully we have enough time on YouTube.
Hello, please leave a message after the tone.
Incoming message test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, hello. Incoming message test. Okay. So basically, and you might have noticed the handset not ringing anymore, but the battery is not up in the handset and it has to be charged, and so it's just kind of working off a small charge. But basically, another thing we want to do, I'll call a time and temp number. But what this came down to is...
Our body shop can repair almost any make and model for less. Offenburg Belleville, 234-0330. Today is Thursday, April 8th.
Okay, so basically what we were really having a problem with is the line. This phone has been surged, and that's the problem. The telephone line was surged, and that's why, and I'm going to go ahead and ring it again. We're going to go about 3 rings, 4 rings. I'll answer it, and we'll do that one more time. We're going to have to shut the video down because I don't think we're going to have enough time. I'm going to answer it. We'll do that one more time. Let it go 2 more times. Let it go 1 more. Okay, so basically there's a ton of checks that I'm going to have to go through. I'm going to have to put the telephone back together again, run it through some series of tests, and check it out real good. But basically, you know, this telephone didn't need to be thrown away for 1 diode and a bridge rectifier. So Hopefully that's all that we are going to find wrong with it, and it seems like it at this point. So this is Dennis with A1 Telephone. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.